All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. Oh my God. Look where Nischal is, everyone. He is straight bang in at Stamford Bridge right now. As you can see, the stadium just behind him. He's got the press pass. This is going to be some stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're just awaiting the lineup. But before we get to all of that, first of all, shout out to everyone that's been waiting around for this stream, everyone that's going to be joining as well live. Thank you so much for taking the time to get here. We're going to be talking about the lineup. That's pretty much what this show is about. Get some, footage from Nischal. But first of all, to my boys that are here, debutant Patrick, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing well, Miz. Thank you for having me, and glad to be on with all you guys today.
Brilliant. I just realized that I've got to change that. It's not a preview anymore. Let me just change the setup. There we go, guys. Patrick, man, you're a bit of a heartthrob at the moment in the Chelsea community. Everyone loves to see your videos, and me too, man. Every time I see that, I get gassed massively. Johnathan, my man, how you doing?
I'm really excited to see Nischal at Stamford Bridge. Obviously, Patrick on as well. You know, Taron's here, Miz here. Yeah, I'm gassed, and I now want this to be rewarded with 3 points. That's all I want to see.
100%. I'm so G'd up to see Nischal at Stamford Bridge. If we don't get the 3 points, I am going to be doing something nasty. I don't want to get there. Taron, my boy, how's things?
Yeah, I'm really good today, Miz. I'm just so shocked that Nishal's at Stamford Bridge. Like, I have no idea. So it's just amazing that he's there. It's just caught me. It's made my day. A birthday present. Amazing.
No. Oh, is that your birthday today?
Oh, no. My birthday's in 8 months, but this is the best present I've ever got. So amazing.
We couldn't let anyone know because I knew. Johnathan obviously knew. Taron, obviously you didn't know. So this is a great surprise for the panelists as well. Patrick, I don't think you knew either that Nishal's going to be at Stamford Bridge. Nischal, my man, how is everything going at Stamford Bridge? How you going? Show us around a little bit if you can as well. But yeah, talk us through your emotions at the moment.
Yeah, good evening, guys. Welcome live at Stamford Bridge. As you can see, looks too good to be true. But if I just bring you up a bit, we're live and direct. There we go. Live from Stamford Bridge, completely empty right now. Press box is still filling up. Players will be out soon. Of course, we've got team news coming very soon. I can see Thomas Tuchel coming out behind me as well.
Madness.
Pure madness.
Thomas Tuchel doing his pre-match conference, coming back in. Team news is out very soon. See if you notice.
There you go, guys. I've made it solo so that we can see everything live from Nishal's point of view. Nischal, it's your show, bro. You take over. This is your show.
So let me just explain what we're seeing now. Hopefully you can see me. We're going through a pre-match meeting now between the managers, the officials, and the captain. They'll just go through protocol, explain what's happening. I think they can see me. It looks like that. But they're just going through all the protocol and everything they need to do. We're having the team news very, very soon coming out across the press box. We're not sure who's going to be starting for sure, but we have a pretty good indication. It should be Timo Werner back up front, but we have to see. He's fully fit and raring to go. Tammy Abraham, of course, the match winner against Barnsley. Very good contention to be starting. But whatever happens, it's going to be a very exciting game. With a win or a draw, Chelsea can go back into the top four for the first time since December, when right behind me, we beat Leeds United in our only home game in the league so far with fans. So hopefully a good result to mark the occasion.
Nah, massive, Nischal. Nischal, how's the weather at the moment? It looks like it's quite cold, yeah?
I'll tell you what, it's been freezing in London the last few days, minus freezing temperatures, properly snowed. But today it's much warmer and it's nice, I'm nice and warm. I can see in my coat and my shirt. But yeah, it's not too cold, nice breeze today. After the request just come out for a pre-match meeting to go in for a little pitch inspection and do what I believe will be the pre-match interviews. But yeah, good weather, perfect conditions for football, not cold at all. And as I said, it should be perfect conditions for a great game tonight.
The team is now out.
Yeah, the team is out. Let's talk about that. Let me just bring that up, guys. Hopefully everyone in the live stream, you're enjoying this. This is unbelievable what we're seeing right now, straight from Nischal in the background. But here's the team lineup. Let's get some opening thoughts. Patrick, I'll go to you before I hit all the other panelists. Patrick, some of your initial thoughts. I don't know if you've got the chance to have a quick look at the lineup, so I'll let you have a quick look first, and then let us know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I'm just getting the look
Wow,
now.
Kepa at the back.
I've got a team sheet. If you guys want to see the team sheet, you can have a look.
Do you know what? Let's do it. Hold on.
right.
Sorry, Patrick. We'll
Sorry
get back
to interrupt you,
Oh, no
Patrick.
problem.
Very, very sorry to interrupt you, Patrick. I've just been handed a team sheet right now. Straight away, first surprise. Number 1, Kepa Arrizabalaga starts his first league game since, I believe, September, if I'm thinking off the top of my head, against Liverpool. That's a big, big shock. We saw some talk about this before the game, but Kepa might come in. Not
Did
too
you
sure
expect
why,
that,
but
Nischal? Was that expected?
I didn't expect that, because I remember after the Luton game, we had talk that Kepa might come in and retain his spot from the FA Cup, but he's done exactly that today. Had a great game against Barnsley on Thursday, and he's back in the Premier League and back in the starting 11, which is very, very surprising. Other changes from the last league game, doesn't look like there are too many. Of course, Andreas.
Is there any
Christensen
injury
coming in.
concern for Mendy at all? Is there injury concerns?
Well, Mendy's on the bench, so I don't think he's injured. If he was injured, he wouldn't be in the squad. So there's no injury concern for Mendy.
This
But yeah,
is interesting.
very, very surprising. Extremely surprising news. But
Wow.
Kepa starts. And, we hope that he can put in a good performance, redeem himself. And as we've seen, it's a fresh start. I'm sure Thomas Tuchel has been impressed with what he's seen so far. And it's a big, big opportunity for Kepa Arrizabalaga to prove himself and really show that he's worth it under his new manager.
Nah, 100%. Who's in the background practicing? Is that Kepa practicing at the moment, the drills?
No, we've got Carl Darlow and Martin Nebraska behind me warming up.
Fair
You
enough,
see
fair
over
enough.
my shoulder. Obviously,
No, brilliant.
there we go.
Brilliant, man. Let's get back to Patrick now, just quickly before we get back to Nischal and the rest of it. Once again, guys, if you're enjoying this, honestly, smash that like button. If you've got any questions for Nischal, please shoot it through right now so we can post it. Patrick, my man, hopefully you've had a bit of time to think about what's going on. Your thoughts about this lineup?
Whew. I got to say, I'm a little shocked at Kepa starting. I did not see that coming. That came completely out of left field. The rest of the lineup is kind of what I expected. It looks like it's going to be probably a 3-4-2-1, with Christensen keeping his place and Dave and Rudiger in the back. And it looks like Hudson-Odoi and Alonso at the wingbacks, in the wingback positions, and Jovic in the middle. Kind of what I expected beyond Mendy not starting. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that. But I think it also shows Thomas Tuchel kind of staying with the formation he's familiar with. Now that he's kind of had a couple weeks to be with the side, he's been kind of chopping and changing the first couple weeks. And other than the obvious Kepa situation, the on-field players, it looks like he's kind of staying with what he knows.
No, I have to agree with you as well. I'll go straight to you, Johnathan, my man. Your initial thoughts about this lineup?
This is the lineup I thought I'd predict to a T, 11 out of 11, and then he goes and throws Kepa in there. So yeah, I'm surprised. Yes, he did well against Barnsley, but to put him in this situation now is very interesting. But yeah, the rest I agree with Patrick is what we thought. We've got Hudson-Odoi at right wing back, Alonso, who is known to score against Newcastle, as we said yesterday in the preview. But I'm most excited to see Abraham and Werner up front. I feel like these two are going to get the goals tonight that will propel us into the top four. But look, I'm so excited to see Nischal there. It literally looks like I'm watching Sky Sports News.
It's brilliant.
It's fantastic to have him there.
I just can't stop smiling, man. What Nischal is doing is unbelievable. Guys, please support Nishal's work. Honestly, I cannot stress enough. This young man, honestly, he's doing some amazing work. Please follow his work, his blog and everything. But Taron, your initial thoughts on the particular lineup, my man?
Yeah, initially I was a bit worried seeing Kepa in goal, but I just got the Newcastle team up. They've started Dwight Gale up front, which is a bit of a shock to me. They've started St. Maximin up front, so maybe the balls won't be coming into the box as much for Kepa to deal with. I'm happy with the team. I'm pretty sure it's similar to the one we predicted yesterday in the preview. It's just Reece James isn't in there, and obviously Kepa's in goal. But we pretty much predicted that. I thought Pulisic would start. I don't know why I said that. I think I forgot about Werner actually yesterday. Can't lie to you guys. But yeah, it's a good team. I'm happy with it. I'm sure Kepa will deliver. He knows that if he doesn't play well here, he's done at Chelsea. I'm sure he's done at Chelsea if he doesn't play well. It's such a big game, man. Yeah, Joe Willock starting as well. Arsenal online. Almiron, Cam. I think we'll be good. It's a decent team.
Yeah, no, fair enough. We should actually look at the Newcastle lineup, but we will once we probably let Nischal go right at the end. But yeah, it's a strong bench, massively strong bench. From my perspective, just like you boys as well, I think Kepa's inclusion. But then again, he played a really good game against Barnsley and probably is getting rewarded for that, perhaps. Getting a bit of a look in from Tuchel, which I don't mind, to be honest. I mean, I know Mendy is the number one keeper, but I suppose Tuchel's got some ideas as well. He wants to keep a good balance and a good environment throughout the team, which is fair enough. Guys, let's head back to Nischal again, because this is where the show is at. Johnathan, you got any questions that you want to directly ask Nischal, perhaps, being at the stadium?
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to seeing? Kepa's redemption or Abraham and Werner possibly, giving us the goals that are going to put us in the top four?
I mean, it's got to be Kepa's redemption. He's been a man who's had a really difficult few months at Chelsea, ostracised and losing his number one spot after being our most expensive goalkeeper and the most expensive goalkeeper of all time. Of course, he had about horrendous start to the season. You can't put it any other way. But it's really brilliant to see him back in the team. A pass for surprise, pass for shock of seeing Kepa retain his number one spot. It is a huge, huge chance. And you have to be honest, without Thomas Tuchel coming in and replacing Frank Lampard, this never would have happened. There would be no clean slate. There would be no redemption. He most likely, if we put it bluntly, would have been sold. But this is a massive, massive opportunity for Kepa. We'll be eager to see how he's playing. And actually, the last game I went to, which was Burnley, he was sitting right next to me. And he did look quite happy, supportive of his players, speaking in Spanish to Marcos Alonso and Cedar Azpilicueta. But now he's going to be off the bench and on the pitch. So I'm really excited to see how he does. And if he gets a clean sheet, it is absolutely massive for his confidence.
100%.
Sure. Yeah, go on, Johnathan.
Yeah, I just one other question. I mean, who do you think is the key man for Chelsea tonight? Obviously, we've got the pivot that we've got to know well under Tuchel, but is Mason Mount maybe the key to unlocking their defence, or is it Hudson-Odoi? Who do you think is going to be the guy that's going to unlock the Newcastle defence today?
Yeah, my choice is with the latter, Callum Hudson-Odoi. We've got Newcastle most likely playing a defensive five. We look at the team sheet again. We've got Emil Kraft, we've got Jamal Lascelles, Kieran Clark, and a possible full.
Do you want me to bring up the Newcastle lineup, boys, just quickly? I'll just bring it up quickly just before Nischal sort of heads out. But yeah, quickly, Yusuf, my man, Nischal is in the stadium. He is at Stamford Bridge. He is not kidding around. This is legitimately happening, guys. Nischal is at Stamford Bridge. There are players behind him warming up. This is for real. This is no green screen or whatnot that's happening at the moment. This is for real. Let's have a quick look at the lineup, guys. Bear with me 1 second.
It could be a 4 because Hayden's more of a midfielder, so it could be a 4-4-2 with Maximum and Gale up front, possibly. I mean, Nishal's going to be there firsthand. He's going to be able to tell us within minutes of the game starting. So, interesting.
Nischal, what's your thoughts on the Newcastle lineup, my man?
Well, we spoke about in the preview that Newcastle are missing 2 key players. Callum Wilson up front. They've got that lack of firepower, no real striker. And of course, Fabian Schär, probably one of their strongest defenders. He won't be there. That's a big hole at the back of defence. But it's a decent team with what they've got. I'm very interested to see how Joe Willock does. The Arsenal youngster. He's been in great form and looking really bright recently. And all of it is going to rely on him. He needs to be the focal point for Newcastle if they want to get anything from the game. But they have a chance, Of course, their form isn't great, but they can come here. They can perform. Joe Willock will be the key man, as we said as well. Alassane Maximin, Miguel Almiron on either wings. They do have attacking options and they do have the potential to attack us. But looking at the Chelsea team, as I said previously, Callum Hudson-Odoi is the strong point. Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham linking up as well. We'll be keeping a close eye on them. Don't forget, that was the link up that won us the game at St James's Park in November. So, very evenly poised game. Of course, a lot of talking points, a lot to look at, and a lot to discuss. But it's going to be a great game, I'm sure of that.
No, for sure, Nischal. The bad boy Taron has mentioned yesterday, Isaac Hayden. He kind of scares me, and the kind of stuff that he did not that long ago against us, and Almiron as well. This is a decent lineup. I feel like there's a lot of pace that Newcastle has. They're probably going to be sitting back and countering. Is that how you feel as well, Nischal, that they're going to sit back and with the pace that they've got with Willock, Almiron, Maximin, Gale, that's how they're going to try and attack us?
Well, possibly. It may well be a game where Newcastle want to sit back, absorb the pressure and try and nick a late goal. They might even come here and go for the draw. They know Chelsea are in good form. They know it's not going to be an easy task. But as I said, Newcastle are capable of doing that. They've got the firepower, they've got the players. But the main focus will be on the defence. Of course, they're a very defensively rigid team. We spoke about Burnley as well, where Thomas Tuchel at first struggled to get past them. We were controlling the game, controlling possession. but we couldn't really lay our mark on Burnley. Of course, we got a win in the end. So I'm expecting similar ideas today, against the low block, against a very defensive team. But, it's a big challenge and a big test for Thomas Tuchel. But I think Newcastle do have a potential, and we'll have to see early on in the first 5-10 minutes. Are they going for it, or are they sitting back?
No, for sure. Before we let you go, Nischal, I know you're a busy man, and the boys will continue with a bit of a discussion. Nischal, a lot of people want to know how you got there, what's happening. There's some burning questions from the live chat. So do you want to let us know as to what you're doing there and whatnot, just your sort of your whereabouts at the moment, I suppose?
Yeah, of course. I'm here with BComs today, with the Black Collective of Media in Sport, and I was here for Burnley, and I'm here again for Newcastle, representing BComs. This is thanks to, as I said, BComs, but also Chelsea Football Club, our club, inviting me here today. I'm here writing for Nischal's blog today. You'll catch two pieces after the game. One reviewing nice little opinion piece, and the other Thomas Tuchel's post-match press conference. But if you want to keep up with the game with me, you can check out my Twitter at Nischal_SP, and you can catch all my live coverage on nischalsblog.com.
Guys, all of Nishal's social, information is in the description right now. Go there, follow him. You're going to see some live updates from him straight from Stamford Bridge. So give him the follow. Check out his blogs, everything. Nischal, just quickly before we let you go, can you just show the stadium a little bit just for 60 people that are on right now? Please smash that like button. Here's Stamford Bridge right for you guys, for all those fans abroad, local, that can't travel at the moment. Stamford Bridge, baby, right here for you.
Oh, God.
Can you show us the big screen? Oh, there we go. There's that screen. I remember that.
Yep.
2015 December. That was the last time I went to Stamford Bridge. Nischal, thank you so much, my man, for all of that. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that from Nischal. We will continue our discussion with the board. Johnathan, go on, man.
No, I just wanted to say one thing. I saw some unsavory things on Twitter yesterday after Nischal posted a tweet. This is the best example to now. Nischal is there live at Stamford Bridge with this fantastic opportunity through Beacons, something that's going to hopefully combat the things we've seen on social media. So big up to Nischal and whoever has been giving some unsavory things. This is the reward Nishal's has got for his great work, and he's going to continue to do it. So make sure you follow him and make sure, along with him and everyone else, let's just be respectful as a Chelsea community, and let's get behind each other. Let's get behind the lads, and let's get 3 points.
100%. Patrick, you had something to say, man.
Yeah, I just want to echo what Johnathan said. Nischal, big ups to you and respect to you for what you're doing. Guys, I would strongly encourage you to check out Nishal's blog. It's phenomenal. He shows in that blog why he belongs at Stamford Bridge and why he's getting these opportunities. There's so much talent out there, and Nischal is just a shining example of that. So, guys, check it out and give him some support.
100%. And Nischal, just some final words from me, bro. Do not ever let those idiots, bother you. No, I've learned it the hard way. Those same guys that went after you went after me a long time ago, and you can't stop them. These guys will always do what they're doing. So do not let them bother you. We here, 68, almost 70 people live right now. There's a party going on.
There's a music going. But guys, Thank you very much for your kind words. I hope you enjoy the game, enjoy the post-match stream and review. But now I will see you later. Thank you very much.
See you, my man. Take care. Bye. Guys,
feels like we're there.
Wow, I'm getting goosebumps, man. I'm getting goosebumps. Hope every one of you guys have enjoyed that little bit from Nischal. That was amazing. Taron, I want to go to you and talk a little bit more about this Newcastle lineup. You scared me a little bit yesterday with that Hayden talk because I remember that information. Taron, what do you think about this Newcastle lineup, man?
Yeah, on One Football, I see it as a 4-3-1-2. So I'm guessing they're just going to sit back and try and counter behind our defence. We've seen Tuchel play quite a high line so far. So I think the teams maybe will try and do that to us quite a lot. But we've seen with Tuchel so far, when teams try and sit back, that's what we thrive off. Hudson-Odoi drive at defenders, creating spaces for Aspi to maybe overlap the centre mids, the strikers to get in the box. I think that's what our team is set up for. Maybe getting pressed today. I'm not sure if we will or we won't, but when we got pressed against Barnsley, it wasn't perfect for us. We're not really accustomed to that so far under Tuchel. So hopefully they sit back in a low block and just get Werner to just drive at them. Hopefully Werner gets a goal today. That's all I want to see. But I'm a little bit worried about, say, Maximin. I think that playing in a striker is different to playing on the wing. He's going to have more runs behind.
They seem like they got a lot of pace, man, up front with Almiron, Maximin, Gale, Willock. I feel like there's a lot of pace there.
Yeah, it looks like a really pacey team up front. They've just gone for the counter-attack option. They saw the Joel Linton long ball option didn't work at St James's Park earlier in the season. So Dwight Gale, how much have we seen of him this season? Is he match fit? Is he match sharp enough to really affect Christensen, Reed, and Aspie? I'm not sure. But things could go up if we lose concentration. We need to keep concentrated the whole game and just keep tight to the tough players in the Newcastle lineup.
No, for sure. We've got 10 minutes before we wrap things up. Johnathan, the burning question in the live chat, as you probably already seen, why Kepa? Let's address this a little bit in details, because I think all of us can agree the rest of the lineup is pretty much spot on, or pretty much what we sort of expected. Just quickly, here's the lineup, guys. Timo Werner up front, Tammy Abraham. Look, it'll probably be Tammy Abraham with Timo just behind him. Mason Mann as the other inside forward. Alonso and Kalimantan will be the wing backs. Jorginho Kovacic will be the double sixes that will probably try and keep most of the possession. You got the back three of Azpilicueta, Christensen, and Rudiger. But Kepa is the biggest news at the moment. Johnathan, what's your thought process around Kepa? Why Kepa?
Yeah, I am a little bit surprised, to be honest. Yes, he did well against Barnsley, but it was Barnsley. So I wasn't reading too much into it. I know he's done okay since he's played this season. He made that one error, I think, in the cup game, leading to, I think it was Luton's goal. But other than that, hasn't had loads to do. So for him to come in a game where we can't afford any mistakes, we need a win. Obviously, a draw will take us to top four, but we need a win. We need to continue the momentum. So it's a big statement of intent from Tuchel. And as I said, I felt like this was the most predictable lineup that we would have seen from Tuchel, and he's gone and thrown that curveball. So, look, I don't think it's to say he's now number one. I think it's an opportunity, and if he takes it with two hands, hopefully, it could be a resurgence. As I said, I'm still not sold. I still think Mendy's the number one for at least the rest of the season. But, it's very, very interesting. And I think instead of, saying why is he playing and criticising him, let's see. He may, bring out a man of the match performance and get us to 3 points. So I think we need to judge afterwards. I think with a lot of decisions with Tuchel, we've seen him get so many things right. Let's give him this one and let's see before the end of the game, because to judge so early, I think is a little bit unfair. And look, Marina, there's been rumours about them being very unhappy that Lampard didn't play Kepa. Maybe this is another strategy from Tuchel. There's so many facets to it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to back the players that are on the pitch. And I'm hoping that he puts in a performance tonight that does, get us the 3 points.
100%. Sam Rither, you've said that Tuchel gave an explanation. Do you mind just writing in the comments what that explanation is? Us boys, we haven't seen his interview as yet, because we're in the live stream. So please write down in the comments, or anyone who has heard why Kepa is getting the opportunity, please put that in the comments so that we can put that in. Patrick, your thoughts. Obviously, Johnathan has said that probably just given an opportunity off the back of that Barnsley. But from your perspective, why Kepa, I suppose?
I think it comes down to everyone getting a clean slate under the new manager. I don't think, when he comes in like this, he wants to give everyone a chance. So it could be a combination of two things. It could be rewarding him for the good game against Barnsley, but also I think it comes down to actually, giving, that what's happened in the past is actually just there in the past. So everyone's got a clean slate, and it's time to go down and, kind of like what Johnathan said, just go in and support the players that are on the field. And, if that's our starting 11, I'm backing them to the hilt.
No, 100%. Sam Rither has come back here, and I'll go to Taron. Taron, he's pretty much said that he had a good game in the Cup, so we decided to give him another match to build confidence and trust him. That's interesting, to build confidence and trust him. I feel like the football club, like Chelsea Football Club, is really, really trying their best to get the best out of Kepa, because whether we want to get rid of him or, let's say, loan or sell him, we need to build this player up. And at the same time, if we can get some sort of confidence back and some sort of good performances out of him, just the way that he played against Barnsley, I suppose, I do get worried, Taron, that one ball when you sort of throw into the box and he tries to come out and tries to collect it, he is a bit susceptible to that at the moment. Obviously, Tammy Abraham helped him out last time around. Is that the biggest worry for you with Kepa? Are you sort of starting to be a bit more convinced about his long shots ability, or that worries you as well?
Yeah, we've seen the mistakes with Kev, but I just want to go back to the game in the Cup last year against Liverpool where we won 2-0. He came back in. How did he play in that game? The triple save against Minamino, Mane, and not Salah. I think it was Origi. He played class in that game. He had a good performance before. He came in and he proved to Lampard that he's actually a really good goalkeeper. He can be on his day. Hopefully we see that from him today. And I'm not really worried about the long shots. I'm sure that under a new manager has changed his mindset a little bit, that I really have to put on an amazing performance today. I can't let people think that I'm a worthless goalkeeper. I need to maybe push for a transfer and have a good game here. I think that with Tuchel's idea to play him today, it definitely was because of the good form against Barnsley. He was good in that game, but we've seen Mendy have a few mistakes in there. It could have cost us, but it didn't cost us in the end. If it did cost us, it would have been a different story, I think, today. But he really needs to prove that he can beat Mendy, because we can go on and on about he's on the bench, let's just forget about him. But we can't forget he was a £70 million goalkeeper. Our club doesn't usually take L's in the transfer market that often. He's 70 million. Obviously, we spent that money on him for a reason. Marina obviously didn't spend 70 million just because he's an average goalkeeper. We got him because we believe in him. The scouts at Chelsea are really good. They believe in his ability to be a really good goalkeeper. And it was an investment for the future that maybe it wouldn't come good straight away. But he's still 26 years of age or 25 years of age, I believe. So if he can get some good performances, he's young. Yeah, so we shouldn't worry about it. He's £70 million, and I'm sure that he'll come good. This game, he needs to stake his place in the team.
No, for sure. Let's wrap things up. Before we go, Jonathan, I just want to quickly talk about the subs. We haven't talked too much about the subs. I feel like this is a very strong subs that we have, the bench that we have with Reece James, Chilwell, Zuma, Emerson, Kante, Pulisic, Ziyech, Giroud. We've got all variety, it looks like. Jonathan, anything, if we need to change things up, whether it be mid-game or, right at the end or whatnot, we need some sort of magic. It feels like we have it. How do you feel about this bench?
Yeah, before I talk about that, I just want to say Tuchel said it was a clean slate. He's clearly shown that tonight, hasn't he? We've seen Alonso come back, we've seen Rudiger come back, now we've seen Kepa. It's just shown that he's been true to his word. So fair play to him. But on the subs bench, look, that is most teams starting 11. They walk into 16, 17 teams in the league. So look, you've got Pulisic, Ziyech that can come on. Yes, they're out of form, but they can certainly affect a game. And as I said in the preview, Kante, we need to shore up the midfield. But then you've also got fantastic wide options in James and Chilwell. So we've got so many options there. If we haven't got the goal and it's 50, 60 minutes, don't be surprised if Tuchel throws on a few subs, changes formation, changes the tactics, and gives us a chance to create in other ways. Because today we're going to score goals, in my opinion, just looking at that lineup and looking at the bench. And I feel like we're going in with the right mentality. Yes, I think it's a little bit of a gamble, just to add on to my goalkeeper comments. I mean, the goalkeeper position isn't normally a place that you gamble around with. But as I said, and as Patrick and Taron have said, let's back the players that are on the pitch. And if not, we've got 3 subs that we can make that will come on and change the game. So really confident for this one and really looking forward to the game. No,
for sure, man. Patrick, your thoughts about the bench? You happy with the firepower that we have?
Oh, I'm thrilled with the firepower we have. I think Thomas Tuchel's kind of shown with Christian Pulisic for an example, that he likes to use him as an impact sub on the bench. He did a lot of that when he was his manager at Borussia Dortmund as well. So to kind of bring him on and bring in that energy, and he's another player. Pulisic is another player that is not afraid to go be direct and take people on one-on-one. So and then N'Golo Kante, I mean, what side in the world does he not get into? To have him there to kind of, hopefully we come in and we get a couple goals. We bring him in to close up shop and take the 3 points tonight.
No, for sure. Taron, final words from you, my man, with the subs. You feel that this bench will definitely be massive for us if anything was to happen in this game. I suppose in any adverse sort of stuff that's if it happens, you feel confident, yeah?
Yeah, there's too many players there, too many world-class players in that bench that can combat most problems in this game. If we need to go a bit more defensive, if we're 1-0 up, bring on Kante, sweep up all the balls with Georgie and Kov in the midfield with them. If we need a bit of creativity to whip the ball in, we've got Ziyech there. Need to drive at the players, bring in Pulisic. Need a bit of height, Giroud. Zuma for maybe, I don't know, if we have an injury, Zuma's a good enough replacement for any of them. But I'm not worried at all. That's a really, really strong bench that any of the teams in this league would take most of those players. So I'm confident.
Nah, for sure. Boys, let's wrap things up. Just quickly, everyone feel confident, and you're still sticking with the scoreline? Johnathan, still sticking with 3-0?
Yeah, why not 3-0? Yeah, I'm pretty. As I said, I'm pretty confident. I just want to, see us approach the game with the right mentality. And if we get an early goal, they have to come out and play, and it completely, disrupts their game plan. So yeah, I'm really confident. 3-0. And just to say, really great to have Patrick here, obviously with Taron, and obviously Nischal. Great to have him here on here. So yeah, just looking forward to it, and I hope that we can talk about a convincing victory in the review.
Absolutely, man. What a stream, man. I honestly enjoyed this, man. Patrick, your score prediction, very confident about this match?
I am confident about this match. May not sound quite as confident as Johnathan is. I'm going for a 2-0 score line, but I just want to have a game where we win by more than one goal, because so many times I feel like we're Heart Attack FC, and we just make it as difficult as we can for ourselves. But with Newcastle being a little shorthanded up front, I'm seeing a multi-win scoreline, so I'm going 2-0.
No, brilliant. I love that. I was actually going for 2-0. I just want to quickly read this out. Sam Rither, you're being a bit of a journalist, man, for us in this channel, which is fantastic, bringing us live quotes as well. At the same time, we can give Adu the chance to mentally recover, because it's demanding position mentally and concentration-wise. So with one decision, we have both advantages. Fair play. I don't mind that as well. Taron, you still sticking with your prediction as yesterday? I think you were going for a 2-0 victory as well, just like me.
Yeah.
Still confident about that?
Yeah, I'm going for 2-0. I'm happy with Kepa. I think he will perform in this game. Touch wood, fine wood. I'm really confident that he will do well in this game, and I think it will be a 2-0. Let's go with Timo Werner double now.
Oh man, I can't wait for Timo Werner double. I've got him in my fantasy Premier League, so I'll take that any day of the day. But yeah, guys, we are ending this now. If anyone missed the earlier parts of this stream, I kid you not, I can't stress this enough. Please go back. Have a look at Nishal's bit from Stamford Bridge. It was buzzing. So I that's all I want to say. So if you've missed it, go back and look at that. Guys, we will be back post-match. This panel will be back straight after the game is over. Hopefully it's a win. I'm positive it's going to be a win, because it's going to be a party at the other side of the coin. I'm telling you right now. So guys, I'll see you guys all there. Until next time, see ya.